Calls increased for the U.S. government to bolster its plans for planetary defense among the threat of Armaggedon. We have scars on our planet, the history of our planet already devastating by meteor strikes, including the one that hit Earth approximately 66 million years ago that caused a dinosaur extinction and an almost extinction level event. It's widely believed to have wiped out the dinosaurs. Numerous craters on Earth's surface tell us that these types of strikes could occur from time to time, and it raises concerns of unpredictable damage. Remember, the Chelyabinsk meteor that came in over Siberia was not even seen by astronomers. Experts warn that threats of dangerous collisions, Earth impacts that is, with these celestial bodies is constant, while there is still no country or agency that has been put in charge of tackling this type of a threat. Asteroids collide with Earth every day, but in most cases they're very small and they burn up in Earth's atmosphere before reaching our surface. According to NASA, the possibility of a larger asteroid striking Earth is a once-a-millennium type of event. But this does not mean that two similar events cannot occur even in the same year. Remember that astronomers say that most asteroids that come in are binaries or more. They don't come in alone. Now, so far, calculations show that the current military arsenal is not able to prevent a collision with a larger asteroid. Smaller objects could be sprayed or cracked into some fragments, but even these pieces would cause considerable damage once they headed towards Earth. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box. Former Air Force Base strategist Peter Garretson said, "No one is tasked with mitigation." Congress did put in law that the White House identify who should be responsible, but fully 4 subsequent administrations so far have blown off their request. Senator Gary Peters, Democrat from Michigan, is a member of the Armed Services and Commerce Committees, and he also said that a possible asteroid strike is among the unique threats to national security, of course, and the U.S. government needs to do more to bolster federal planetary defense efforts. Danica Remy, president of B612 Foundation, which is building a database to track these types of near-Earth objects, says there are 3 million asteroids and we have not a freaking clue where they are and where they're flying around us. We've barely made a dent, she said. Chris Matman, Chief Technology and Innovation Officer for NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory, reportedly shared New York Post that any potentially dangerous strike would likely involve a whole of government effort responsibility, of course. NASA is set to conduct first planetary defense test. As of today, scientists agree the safest way to prevent a potential Armageddon type of an impact is to gently turn away the asteroid from its trajectory towards our Earth, that is, somehow deflect it from its path. To examine the efficiency of such tactics and assets we have and to assess the consequences, this type of mission, known as DART, Double Asteroid Redirect Test, is scheduled by NASA in 3 days from now, November 24th. NASA is set to launch the rocket traveling at a speed of 16,000 miles per hour at the asteroid Didymos, which means twin in Greek. It's not a threat to our Earth, but it is a perfect testing ground to see if intentionally crashing a spacecraft into an asteroid is an effective way to change the trajectory and the course. If it should be an Earth-threatening asteroid that's discovered in the future. NASA said the Didymos system is an ideal candidate for DART because it poses no actual impact threat to our Earth, and scientists can measure the change of Dimorphos's orbit with ground-based telescope. So they're about to crash into the smaller of the two. Now the mission raised questions as to who should track and respond to potential threats. Astronomers outlined several asteroids which pose the largest threat, the most dangerous of which until 2021 was considered Apophis, number 2004 MN4. Its diameter is about 1,000 feet across, 325 meters. It was believed until this year that it could approach the Earth at a distance of about only 31,000 kilometers. However, scientists later reviewed the asteroid's trajectory, found it to be less of a threat. Observation is a key element of planetary defense. Of course, we have to track all these celestial objects through telescopes, even though these telescopes limit the accuracy of the data, because as we said before, many amateur astronomers found interstellar comets coming at us from the direction of the sun, and they were able to do that, whereas space agencies could not, because the telescopes of the space agencies cannot dip that low to see in the direction of the sun. Now, another option is to mark an asteroid with a beacon that would enable its course to be tracked. Back in 2014, the Japanese Space Agency launched the Hayabusa 2 spacecraft into orbit of the asteroid Ryugu, and 2 years later, the US launched the automatic interplanetary station OSIRIS-REx into the orbit of Bennu, 1999 RQ-36. It landed on the asteroid in 2019. Now, meanwhile, other experts have suggested that the US should not work alone in the issue of planetary defense. And I agree with that. Every country should pool its resources and assets in order to do this. Now, it's not a space race, Thomas Jones said. He's a planetary scientist and former astronaut. He says we can put together an international response. That's the way to do this. Without international cooperation, there would be disinformation and rivalries and wasted resources, Jones warned. Now, Namrata Goswami, author of Scramble for the Skies, also warned about a potential arms race in space, saying that if China jumps ahead of the US in regard to planetary defense, it will be a game changer. Of course, whoever, I believe, controls space controls the Earth. Let's take a look at what DART is, the DART mission that will be launching in 3 days. Now you'll see the simulation in the short NASA video. I personally believe that it's not going to be able to move it, but we'll have to see. Please leave your comments and thank you for your support.
DART? This is the DART spacecraft. DART is the Double Asteroid Redirection Test. It's just a spacecraft that is going to go and smack an asteroid and see if we can change its trajectory just a little bit. Really, that's all that's needed in the event that an asteroid is discovered well ahead of time before it might impact Earth.
It is NASA's first planetary defense test mission.
Planetary defense is finding asteroids before they find us.
Hitting the asteroid is going to prove out whether this technique is something that we could rely on were there ever to be a hazard facing the planet.
You're there, you can actually stop it. We can actually do something about it.
So after seeing this, do you think it will have any type of an effect on that asteroid? I don't know. I doubt it, though. This is by Alexandra Kashirina on Sputnik News. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support.